Climate change is a big topic that affects all of us, and understanding the facts can help us make a difference. From rising temperatures to the impact on our health and ecosystems, the effects of climate change are far-reaching and urgent. Here's a closer look at some key facts that highlight why we need to pay attention and take action together. Let's dive in. Here are some key facts about climate change. Rising temperatures. The increase of about 1.1 degrees Celsius since the late 19th century is primarily attributed to the Industrial Revolution and the burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas. The last decade, 2010-2019, was the warmest on record, and 2020 and 2021 continued this trend, with 2021 being among the hottest years recorded. Greenhouse gas emissions. The concentration of CO2 in the atmosphere was around 280 parts per million, ppm, before the industrial era. In 2021, it surpassed 415 ppm, the highest level in human history. Other greenhouse gases like methane, CH4, and nitrous oxide, N2O, also contribute significantly to warming. Methane is particularly potent, with over 25 times the warming potential of CO2 over a 100-year period. Melting ice and rising sea levels. The Arctic Sea ice extent has declined by about 40% since the late 1970s, with significant losses in summer months. Glaciers around the world are retreating, contributing to a rise in sea levels, which is expected to increase by 0.3 to 1 meter, about 1 to 3 feet, by 2100, depending on future emissions scenarios. Extreme weather events. The intensity of hurricanes has increased, with warmer ocean temperatures providing more energy for storms. Events like Hurricane Harvey, 2017, and Hurricane Katrina, 2005, exemplify the devastating impacts of extreme weather. Heat waves are becoming more frequent and intense, with record temperatures being reported in many regions, leading to health crises and increased mortality rates. Ocean acidification. Since the beginning of the industrial era, the ocean's pH has decreased by about 0.1 units, which may not sound significant, but it represents a 30% increase in acidity. Ocean acidification affects marine ecosystems, particularly coral reefs, which are critical habitats for many species and protect coastlines. Impact on biodiversity. The Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services, IPBES, reports that around 1 million species are threatened with extinction due to habitat loss, climate change, and pollution. Species that cannot adapt quickly to changing climates are particularly vulnerable, leading to shifts in ecosystems and biodiversity loss. Health risks. Air quality is deteriorating due to increased pollutants from wildfires and higher temperatures, contributing to respiratory diseases like asthma and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. Heat waves are directly linked to increased mortality, particularly among vulnerable populations such as the elderly and those with pre-existing health conditions. Food security. Climate change impacts crop yields through altered rainfall patterns, increased pests and diseases, and extreme weather. For example, wheat and maize yields are expected to decline in many regions. Food prices are predicted to rise due to reduced agricultural productivity and increased transportation costs from extreme weather events. Climate migration. According to the United Nations, by 2050, climate change could displace over 200 million people worldwide as they seek safer habitats. Regions at greatest risk include low-lying coastal areas, small island states, and areas prone to drought and desertification. Global response. The Paris Agreement aims to hold global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius, with an aspirational goal of 1.5 degrees Celsius. Countries are required to submit their greenhouse gas reduction targets, known as Nationally Determined Contributions, NDCs, every 5 years. As of 2021, many countries have committed to net zero emissions by mid-century, aiming to transition to renewable energy sources and increase energy efficiency. These details provide a clearer picture of the complexities and urgent nature of climate change and its impacts on the planet and humanity. In conclusion, the facts about climate change reveal a pressing challenge that requires our immediate attention and action. From rising temperatures to extreme weather events and biodiversity loss, the impacts are profound and widespread. By understanding these issues, we can work together to advocate for solutions, protect our planet, and create a sustainable future for generations to come. Every effort counts, so let's join forces to make a positive change.